Sit back, relax, and enjoy me. Yeah, I'm visiting from LA. Thank you. I moved to Miami last year for a little bit to work for the Hillary Clinton campaign. Yeah, and you don't know how to react to that. You're like, should we clap or weep? It was a great job. Crazy long hours, and it was really fulfilling. I was coordinating volunteers, and it was a successful, well-run campaign. We had one bad day. Yeah, that's good. Did you hear the? I would have picked a different bad day. You know what I mean? All right, one tiny chuckle. Hey, this is a good. It's a rowdy but fun bunch you've got here. Sometimes if you're in a crowded bar, and you say to somebody, "Hey, is it cool if I sit here?" Sometimes people will say, "Go ahead, it's a free country." Right? And I was thinking, like, I wonder if when you go to other places, if there's an equivalent phrase. Like if you're in a bar in North Korea or something, and you're like, "Hey, is it cool if I sit here?" If people say, "Go ahead, it's a dictatorship, nobody cares what you do," we'll probably all be murdered in our sleep one day. So take a load off, relax for now. I guess we're just about done with that phrase, "It's a free country," right? Probably time to retire that. We got a few more weeks with it maybe, or it'll change, you know. It'll be like, "It's a free country if you're white and male and Christian and heterosexual." Not as catchy. Okay, you like the new version better. Good. We've all got pet peeves. Tell you one of mine is when people don't know what a pet peeve is. Hey, you talk to some people and they'll say, "You know what my pet peeve is? Racism." And it's like, no, a pet peeve is something that just bugs you and not for a good reason. It can't be something that's universally condemned. You know what my pet peeve is? Cold-blooded murder. When I'm in Starbucks and someone just stabs the person in front of me to death, it's like, really? Can't you do that outside? I've noticed that all of my pet peeves are verbal. Like a lot of people's pet peeves is like shit people do. All of mine is like shit people say. You know what I mean? I'm just like super into words. Are you guys, any of you guys into words? The rap guys, for sure. Words are big, right? Seriously. Like, if you enjoy talking with your mouth, words are like the best. You should check out words, seriously. I feel like a lot of people don't give a shit about words, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people approach words the way that I approach cars. Like, I can get in a car, turn it on, drive to a place. I've done that hundreds of times. Did that here tonight in my own car. But that's the extent of my knowledge of cars. You know what I mean? I don't know how they work at all. I'm not even that curious. But seriously, if like something goes wrong with my car, I just have to have $1,200 handy. You know what I mean? Because if I take it to the mechanic, I have no way of knowing if what the mechanic is saying is true. You know what I mean? I'm just like, because I could never say like, "Oh, I know it's not the carburetor." You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people treat words like that. Like, you have to use words to get through life. You know what I mean? You need words. But I feel like a lot of people don't think about how words work or what they mean. Like, that's the only explanation for millions of grown-up native language speakers not knowing the difference between your and your. Those are very common words. But there's like a lot of people who are like, I don't need to remember which is the apostrophe one. You know what I mean? I just don't get that. I've been called a grammar Nazi, which is weird because I'm Jewish. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, grammar snob, grammar pest, but like, is my tut-tutting about your Sorry, I fucked that up. Could you keep it down a little bit? Did I put your ancestors in gas chambers with my tut-tutting about prepositions? I feel like I'm not being that genocidal, you know what I mean? And there's actual Nazis right now, today. Like, we've been shown that there are Nazis now. And it's like, go call a Nazi, you know what I mean? All right. I'd like to clear something up. There seems to be a lot of confusion these days about what the word random means. So let me just let you know, the word random means one thing, chosen arbitrarily, and that is all. Random doesn't mean so many things that people seem to think it means. Random doesn't mean weird, guys. Oh my God, that movie was so random. No, it wasn't a series of flashing images. It had the same characters in the beginning, middle, and end. Random does not mean generic or unimportant. Oh my God, Maggie hooked up with some random guy at the party. No, I don't think that he was chosen at random. I think he was probably in the top 50th percentile of attractiveness at the party, and your friend was in the lower 30th percentile of awareness. Not random. Struck a nerve there. Random doesn't mean unexpectedly. I heard a comic recently say, oh, I got totally baked at my house, and then my dad stopped by randomly. So your dad was just walking through your neighborhood, had no idea he was in your neighborhood, just wandering aimlessly, and thought, I feel like knocking on a door. Oh, here's one. Oh, it's my son. You're high. What's going on? And finally, random does not mean intermittently, comma, once in a while. A friend of mine really said this to me. She said, I just smoke randomly here and there. So you just close your eyes and wrap your lips around things? And sometimes it's a cigarette? Be careful. You're going to get hurt or pregnant. Thank you. Good night.